What's up everybody, Demon back, and welcome to a brand new Shin Gojira news and updates. This one is going to be some spoilers talk and a little bit of clarification. What's up everybody, Demon back, and welcome to a brand new Shin Gojira spoilers talk. Yes, this one is amazing. I have been waiting for this for such a long time. I love it so much. It is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe that it took this long to get this video. Now, I recently contacted someone called Joker Extreme 25, and I said, hey, because he's been posting quite a bit of Shin Gojira leaked footage recently, and I said, hey, got any footage of Forms 2 and 3? And he said, I'm going to see the movie soon, I'll see what I can do. And I said, alright, I am so glad I did not have to see this in the theaters.
Whoa. Did you just say you're glad you didn't have to see that in theaters? My name is Bloodborne, and I do not appreciate you G14 fanboys!
And before anyone freaks out, you gotta hear me out. I am not saying the movie. I was literally saying I'm so glad that this wasn't a shocker to me in the theaters, because this would have taken me out of it so much. But I get to prepare now. I've seen it coming. Now, it's not scary. They want it to be scary. It's not scary. Alright? I don't know what it is, but it is not scary. And I don't even think it's funny. The reason I'm laughing is because this finally makes sense to me. For the past little while, I followed a couple Shin Gojira accounts, and they were posting non-stop Kawaii images of Shin Gojira's Form 1, like this stuff. And just know that what's on screen here is just the surface. It is just the surface of this. These were not the cutesy ones. There was like ones of the main character, the female girl, sitting there with her little pet Godzilla Form 1, and it was like licking her face like a little dog, and she like knocked it over, and she was like annoyed with it, and then it like fell over and splatted and looked like it was dead, and then it mutated into Form 2. There was so much kawaii images of this, and the whole time I was sitting there thinking, this thing is not, it's supposed to be scary. Like, why are they doing this? It looks like super grotesque, super weird. It gushes blood, because originally this was the only footage I saw of it. So I was like, it gushes blood out of its neck. Why are they making it like this? Why are they doing this? It doesn't add up. After seeing this footage, Shin Gojira is just a giant puppy dog in his first form. That is literally the sense I get from this. When watching this, all I can think is, it is like if my little puppy, like my little, I don't even know, my dog, suddenly just grew to like 150 feet and then just went around through the city looking for food. That is what it looks like. I mean, the way it like swings its head, it's like he can't balance his head. It's like it's too heavy for him. The way his body just like slaps onto that building, and then he kind of rolls his way up. I'm laughing because it's not funny. It isn't funny. Like, watching it, it's not like, haha, that's hilarious. No, I'm laughing because I get it. I get the kawaii images. Because when I saw this thing, all I could think was, god dang, that thing is adorable. Like, I get it. It's a giant monster and it's killing people. Literally in the footage, it's killing people. But god dang, it is adorable. If we could just like duct tape up those gills so you wouldn't bleed on the floor, I'd let you sleep in the house. I'd let you sleep on my bed. That thing, it is so weird. I don't know how to describe it. It is weird. So you guys can make of it what you will. I'm not going to put the full video in here, just the little snippets, because, you know, copyright is a thing, and sorry about that Shin Gojira All Scenes in Order. I had to put those filters on it. A lot of you guys didn't understand that I was trying to avoid a copyright strike. You guys just thought I was doing it just because I wanted to. No, that is not the case. I did not want to put those filters on it. I'm actually I know I've said multiple times, like in the description and in the end credits of that video, I was done, wasn't going to make any more Shin Gojira All Scenes and Orders, but we have gotten so much leaked footage, I decided, screw it. I still got the raw files without the filter. I'm going to add on to those, I'm going to mess with those, I'm going to go actually 100% make it in order, so when I see the movie, I will release the new one once I get all the footage that I will obtain after the movie, if you catch what I'm saying. I will stick that all in order. It is going to be a great video, as minimal filter as possible, only on the scenes that absolutely need it. Other than that, there will be no filter, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the cute little Godzilla that is. We're here to talk about his first form, and then thank you to Louis Duran, you the man, sent me pictures of his second form. These ones are a whole lot less cute. Like, this thing can sleep in the neighbor's yard after I shoot it with the gun. So here's the first image of it where he is roaring up. I believe this is right after he mutates into form 3, technically. Into form 3, he's going to look up and roar, and that's a weird image. And then there's the next image, which, you know, the eyeball, it looks like a googly eye that they stuck on, like, a maquette after the fact. And it really looks cheap, but at the same time, I love it. I love it. Remember how against this movie I was for like the first 8 hours of the spoiler leaks being out? I was against this movie. This was literally me after the first leaks of the movie. That was me right there. That was me. Alright? We even made this picture to symbolize me. That was me. Okay? I was mad. But, you know, I've accepted it. I love it. I cannot wait for Shin Gojira 2. And I know Anno's not coming back, more than likely. He said that, you know, he said, it's not for me to decide. I don't want to do it. And then at the same time, he contradicted himself by saying Toho is the one who gets to call the shots, so it's not up to me. So he basically said, Toho says I can't come back. And then he at the same time said, I'm not going to come back because I don't want to. So he contradicted himself, but my takeaway from it is he's not coming back. But if they can somehow, if they're like, hey man, here's this money, you're going to take this money and you're coming back, and then he does, I want him to push it more. Like, we've already gone so far with Godzilla. I want the first scene of Shin Gojira 2 to be Godzilla stuck there in his frozen form. All of a sudden everything just crumbles off and we get like a Godzilla underneath there. His arms like drop down into the more standard position. And then he just charges forward. Looks something more like this, you know, our standard Godzilla. He just goes for it. I want the first scene of that movie to just be like the shell breaking off and then Godzilla's just on the move, like a totally new Godzilla, like Louis Duran style. Like, just, I want them to go balls to the wall if they do Shin Gojira 2, which they're gonna do, because it is the highest grossing Godzilla movie of all times, without inflation, without thinking about the fact that the other ones have been out for longer. So King Kong vs. Godzilla, Mothra vs. Godzilla has grossed more over time, but this one is the highest grossing Godzilla movie to start out, and they're gonna make a sequel, and I want Anno to be that sequel's director. I want them to take it further. Now, of course, we got some other Shin Gojira news, not as relevant, not as important, not as, you know, I don't really care as much about it. But we got things like this. This one's really funny. Funimation sent out an email to a whole bunch of people where it was warning of this new monster that was attacking the place. You know, you gotta stay calm, you gotta move to the right places. It was basically just treating Godzilla as a real thing. It was promotional for Shin Gojira. I think this is hilarious. They should do more stuff like this. They should have like a news alert come on, like one of those alert things come on the news. And I just wanted to say like a Godzilla attack's on the way, or something like that, you know. Those kinds of things. Those would get people's attention for this movie, because it's not being advertised very well here in the U.S. We've gotten one trailer and one teaser trailer, or in one TV spot. So, you know, it's not being very well advertised. It's not going to make a ton of money here in the States. It feels like only the people who know about Shin Gojira are going to know about this movie, which is a bummer. But that brings us to our last point. People who know about this also think it's a bummer, and they're all confused about it. And I'm here to clear this misconception up. This is not what you guys think it is. So here's the Shin Gojira DVD, and a lot of people are confused, saying, well, hey, why can't I get a Shin Gojira DVD? If these people get a Shin Gojira DVD, why don't I? these people are legit people. These people are like legit reviewers, this kind of thing. It's just like how certain people get special access to movies. They get to go see them before the screenings, before like the official, theatrical release. They get to go see the movies and then they get to talk about it. They get special access. People who do like radio, people get to listen to some music beforehand. It's just that kind of thing. Like they get special access. Notice how on the disc it says like this is not for sale. This is for review purposes only. So no, I won't be able to get one because I'm not legit enough. This is just for special privileged people. This is not the legit Shin Gojira DVD release. So don't see pictures of people of it and get jealous and be like, oh, why don't I get that? It's simply because, first of all, it hasn't even come out in the theaters here yet. Second of all, because, you're not special. I'm not either, so I wouldn't worry about it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys all for watching. Tell me your thoughts on this Shin Gojira Form 2 thing. Really, really, really interested to know your guys' thoughts. Are you guys against this movie now? Is this what finally pushes you over the edge? Were you against this movie beforehand? Do you think it's as adorable as I do? I want to know your guys' thoughts. Tell me down below. See you guys next time. D-Man, out.